And this is Kingdom View of Relationship and Marriage series. You cannot live right if you don't marry right. You cannot live right if you don't marry right. Stop dreaming he will marry you if he has not said it with his mouth. Don't assume marriage with anyone who have not publicly and openly and even boldly confessed their love to you. Assuming, marriage assumption can be dangerous. You can ruin your mood if you do that, because most of the times we imagine, most of the times imaginary marriage always end up in frustrations. Unrealistic expectations kills marital relationships. What are your expectations from your spouse? You must design an expectation that is realistic. If your expectations from your spouse are unrealistic expectations, then you may destroy the marriage by yourself. That your marriage didn't work does not mean that marriage doesn't work. So don't cancel people wrongly. For the fact that your own marriage did not work out does not mean other people's marriage will not also work out. So don't judge every marriage by your own marriage. It's not a good way to judge. Marriage is work. So every marriage that works is worked. If physical beauty is what you are looking for, then you are not ready for marriage, because many are physically beautified. Are you there? If what you are looking for is physical beauty, then you are not ready, because we have a lot of people that are beautiful. So which one will you pick? That means you will not even know which one to pick. So it is beyond beauty. There's something you must find in God that will give you a more precise definition of who you need. Bad marriage is another hell. Bad marriage is another hell on earth. You need someone who will appreciate you for who you are and love you the way you are. Your home should be peaceful. Your home should be a peaceful zone. Let your partner know that he or she have a place to rest and find peace after being stressed outside. An unbeliever can love you, but not with an agape love. Only the children of God can display the agape kind of love. And agape kind of love is God's kind of love. When God speaks to a person concerning another person, He will also open the heart of that person to receive you. Don't let anyone prophesy you into marriage. God said, "You are my wife." Let them wait for that same God that spoke to them about you to also speak to you about them. Simple. If you bring an unbeliever to your pastor for marriage, you will end up suffering for it, because you will face it alone. Some of us we try to deceive the ministers of God by bringing unbelievers. Then we try to make them look like they are children of God. Well, you are actually deceiving yourself. You are the one that will go into the marriage, not the pastor, not the minister. So if you are sincere with yourself, you will save your life from a futuristic danger. Don't mistake zeal for love. Don't mistake zeal for love. He or she may have zeal for work without having any passion for you. For the fact that they have zeal for work does not mean they have passion for you. So don't mistake zeal for work. Man man looks at the physical. Man looks at the physical. So ensure that you always look good in your appearance. Are you there, both male and female? Your appearance is also very important, because even both the male and the female, they will look at the appearance first. Even before they can allow you say what you have to say, they will check you up. God looks at the spiritual. So ensure you have a sound relationship with God. The combination of these two will help you. There are some issues that will arise in marriage that will need the man to stand as the priest of the house and rebuke it and bring a solution to it and give and bring counsel. That's why you need to marry a man who is Christ conscious. A man that can serve as a priest for the home, not the one that will even discourage you from following God. If you can't let go of offenses, then be free to let go of them because they may not change in marriage. Are you there? If you can't let go of offenses, then you can let go of, you know, that partner that is constantly offending you, because even when you get married, the offense will still continue. So you need to wait until your heart is helped before you further, before you forge ahead. You need to wait until your heart is fully helped to handle offense. Because in marriage, definitely there will be collisions. And that is even a sign to show that two people are in a place. Um, marriage is meant for the now marriage is meant for the beautiful ones by design. So the ugly ones must be beautiful before marriage. The problem we have is our definition for beauty. It is not external, but instead it is internal. Jezebel was a ugly woman, not because she was not looking good physically, but because the inner part of her is evil. So if you are asked, are you beautiful? Don't just answer by your outer look. Check the inside. Love is not busy. Love is not busy. You cannot be busy when it comes to love. When love is involved, the reply is always positive. That was why Peter was working, but yet he was too busy. That was why even when Peter was working, yet he was not too busy to follow Jesus. And even when Abraham was called, he was not too busy, or he was not too busy to follow God. He was not too busy to leave his family. So love is not busy. So if you truly love the person, then you will find time for the person. To the man, it's important to note that pregnancy period is a time you need to pray, is a time you need to pay more special attention to your wife. Show more care and let her do less. Relieve her from some works and let her feel she has not made a mistake saying yes to you. To the woman, pregnancy period is not a stage to start acting funny. Don't overstress your husband just because you are carrying a baby. If you kill him now because you are pregnant, or you deliberately send him away, then surprisingly, you will see nobody beside you when the baby is finally out. Both of you must be considerate. And let's avoid words like, I'm carrying your child, I'm carrying your baby. No, it is our baby. It doesn't belong to the man, it belongs to both of you, because both of you planned it. It was planned by the two of you. So it is not for the man, it is for the two of you. Are you there? Now, it may look as if the pregnancy is your pregnancy, but the baby is not your baby, it is our baby. It's for the two of you. It's just that the man cannot say we are pregnant. That's why when you are pregnant, it is you are pregnant, but the baby is our baby. Are you there? When you are neglected by the person you don't really love, then you feel relieved and free. But when the person you love ignores you, then you feel pain and isolated. The deeper the love, the deeper the wound when they hurt you. To avoid being wounded deeply by those you love, hatred is not the solution. You must learn how to prepare for the unexpected. Stop living a fake life. God's will for your life is not sent to marry a fake personality. He will marry your original. You are good as you are. You are the best you can be, and you are the best of your kind. Don't fake anything. Just be real to yourself. Don't be too fake that even your right partner won't find you because you don't look like the picture God is showing him. Courtship is not a time to waste. Courtship is good, but the longer, you know, in courtship, courtship is not supposed to be a time waster. That's my point. Courtship is not supposed to be a time waster. Courtship is good, but the longer you stay in it without considering marriage, the more risky it becomes. Long courtship can make you lose sight of marriage. If their presence cannot bring you rest, then choosing to spend the rest of your life with such people is an error. Don't just be yourself, build yourself. Don't just be yourself, you've got to build yourself. Don't even try to manage anyone's repeated errors in courtship. If they can't change now, they may not change later. They may not change later. So you need to think. You must know when to leave and when to stay as far as courtship and relationship is concerned. There is fun in marriage, but marriage is not about fun. If you expect 100% fun in marriage, then you may be disappointed. Marriage is There is fun in marriage, but it's not all about fun. Fun is just a part of it. Both of you are called to come together and build together. Let the whole world turn against you. If your partner is with you, you are blessed. The single the single support you get from your partner is worth 1,000 from an outsider. If both of you are not bold enough to talk happily about each other, then your relationship is heading nowhere. Marriage is not an extension of pain and shame. It is a platform where your bitterness are supposed to be transformed into sweet testimonies. Don't yoke yourself. No, don't yoke yourself. Not everyone who wants you really love you. You must understand that not everyone who wants you really love you. Pleasant memories are like fuels that keeps the vehicle of marriage moving. If the memories you have about each other is not pleasant, then your marriage will run out of fuel. Christians, okay, let's stop there. I pray the Lord helps us in Jesus' name.